I make a little video about my reloading area. It's around Christmas. I know a lot of people get into reloading around Christmas, and are always looking for ways to set up their bench or what they need to really get going. Because as I learned when I first got into it, just buying a reloader, not quite enough. There's a lot of little tiny things that go with it that you need. So I'm just going to go over what I got here and talk about it a little bit and kind of the process I go through. Right now I'm set up. I'm sizing and decapping and trimming 223 brass. I use a Dillon 550. I got the roller handle attachment, which is a nice little addition if you're sitting out here doing a bunch over a couple hours. Helps with fatigue. So I got the Dillon 550 basic. Bought it off of Dillon online. They got great customer service. If you're looking at presses and having a hard time making a decision, the Dillon 550 or Dillon, anything Dillon makes, their customer service is great. I broke a piece, completely my fault. Nothing, I was doing something I shouldn't have been doing. Called them, tried to order a new one and pay for it. They told me it was a warranty piece, and they replaced it for free. Their customer service is great. It was in the mail. I got it 2 days later, and I'm up in Alaska, so to get anything in 2 days is pretty impressive. So I'll just do a quick overview of the bench. Got the reloader there. Got some powder and primer, some loaded ammo. This is ammo over here that I shoot. This is the stuff I shoot all the time. I don't worry about packaging it up and protecting it too much because it doesn't last much more than a month. A bunch of primers, powders. One thing I like to do, I label everything so I know what I got. Makes it easy if I'm getting ready to go to a gun show or something to buy stuff. I know what I need to pick up. Over here I got a little parts bin, miscellaneous AR parts, cleaning parts, batteries, bore sights. A Dillon maintenance kit in here. I highly suggest you buy the maintenance kit when you buy your Dillon. Not that things break, but you don't want to have to wait for something if it does happen a couple days in the mail. If you're in the middle of a good run, you want to keep going. It's nice just to be able to open up the kit and pull out whatever it is you're missing. And it just comes with some miscellaneous springs and pieces and pins. Nice to have that readily available. I also recommend buying case gauges for anything that you're going to be loading. All my case gauges are Dillon. Just a nice way, ease of mind, quick way to check, make sure you're loading and everything you're loading is the right size and hopefully gonna chamber in all your weapons. Miscellaneous punches and stuff that I use. Real important thing to have is a couple good reloading guides. The Sierra guide is the one that I tend to go to the most. It's got a lot of data in it. At the beginning it's got a lot of basic reloading stuff, and then it's broken up by handgun, rifle, single shot pistol. It's got a whole bunch of ballistics information, different references. Great tool to have. A couple bore snakes. Nice little, sometimes you make mistakes, you got to break a bullet down. Nice little hammer. You just put the bullet in the end here and you whack it on the table a couple of times and it all comes apart. You're gonna need a primer tray. Simple primers in here. Then with the Dillon, you got a little pickup tube that you pick them up with. There's my labeler. A couple other miscellaneous pieces for the Dillon. Spare tool head. Because I keep all my tool heads for the Dillon set up. I just keep them in a Rubbermaid tote because they stack nice and easy. Makes doing a change out from caliber a lot faster. I can do change out in about 5 to 10 minutes. If you break completely down and take all your dies out, have to screw them back in, do all the measurements 100%, you're looking at about a half hour to get set up for a caliber change, which, it's not a huge deal, but I like being able to just switch them out, put them in, nice and easy. For cleaning my brass, I use a Thumbler's tumbler. It's a water-based tumbling system with stainless steel media in it, and then you just I put about 2 pounds of brass in it, tablespoon of Dawn, quarter teaspoon of lemon shine, gallon of water. I let it slosh around in there. I found 2 hours, and they come out looking great. These are brass I just took out last night that are drying, and that's 2 hours in the tumbler. You don't get any of the. I was using a Lyman vibratory before with the Lyman media. You always had that red dust on everything, and a lot of times it would stick to the inside of the cases. And not that it makes a huge deal. I just like this better. Works for me. If you're going to be doing any old military brass, you're going to need a swager to swage the primer pockets. So this is the Dillon swager. I've got mine set up in this vertical configuration. They're actually designed to be horizontal, but this works pretty good for me. You know, I just take one out of here, and I do it a lot faster when I got both my hands. But and then you push that down, and it pops out, and it's done. It goes in there, and then they're ready to be loaded up or primed. Some miscellaneous magazines, some loaded ammo and stuff down there. That's the stuff that I store. Those are 2 ammo cans deep on that shelf, and that's the stuff that, you know, I'm not a prepper or anything, but I just like to have, just in case anything happens again like it happened this year around January where everybody freaked out and you couldn't buy components. I got enough ammo there. I can shoot for quite a while. Gun safe over there. Keep TV out here, watch some TV while I'm reloading sometimes. My security system's also hooked into that. Down here I got, this is what I use when I, after the stuff comes out of the tumbler, put it in here, spin it, get all the media out and the water. And then there's the old vibratory tumblers. I don't use those anymore, they're just kind of hanging out right now. And then some miscellaneous brass that I still got left to clean. So, if you're going to be doing 223, 308, any large quantity rifle stuff that you're going to be using a lot of, I highly suggest getting a Dillon trimmer. There's some manual ones that you can do one at a time. They're manual, you crank them, you know, you can probably do 100 an hour maybe with those. I can crank out about 500 trimmings an hour on here, and basically there's a trimming head in here, you adjust it. Right now I'm trimming to for 223, so trim down to 1.750, and I check that. Got to have a set of calipers. These are just a pair of Lyman digitals. They work great. And then I case gauge everything, like I said before, make sure they fit in here. One thing, when you're using a rifle case gauge, it's really hard to see on here, but there's this little groove in here. You want to make sure that your round goes all the way down in there and is flush with the bottom of that groove, or else there's a good chance your stuff won't chamber. Got a nice, well, it's not really nice, it's just a balance scale, RCBS 510. Bought it a couple years ago, works great, no issues with it. And I got miscellaneous bins, they're nice to have, putting different things in. And that's the powder attachment that goes in the second stage when you're actually loading rounds. Hope this video helps you come up with some stuff for your reloading area. Mine's not perfect by no means, but it's what I got. It's the space I got to do it in, so that's how I'm set up.